how are you? Bart replies with, praise Allah. Very good, brother. How are you? And then later in the day, it took him 6 hours to come up with a response. He goes, how are you, my friend? Have you paid attention to today's encryption market? Muhammad, why you talk to me this way? Like we're strangers.
Have you guys heard about ChatGPT?
I like it.
We like it. We love it. A guy in California says, I could probably use this technology to piss off and waste the time of some telemarketer scum.
Ooh.
And that's exactly what he
Great
did.
application.
So smart.
That's better application than some of the other applications I've heard.
Agreed.
Well, how does he do it?
So check this out. He has a service called Jolly Roger. Customers pay him like $25 a year to use this product. And the idea is to use like a voice cloner to keep the scammer on the line for as long as possible.
But does it waste your phone bills?
Your phone bills.
Your minutes? Does it waste your minutes?
That's a great question. I don't know.
Because what if someone's trying to call you and then like a scam, you're on the scam call and then you can't pick up that number?
What if the scammer's using ChatGPT and just talking forever?
Oh.
Maybe they're just like using Google Chrome
Like the
to
two
call.
Chinese restaurants.
Will my minutes roll over is the question as well.
Thanks, Nick.
And will the AI
Can you check in the
Yeah, I'm checking.
What about anytime?
Will the AI thing still give your credit card info?
So they have preset expressions and topic-specific responses that are forced through a voice cloner. So the telemarketer actually thinks they're talking to a real human being.
Wow.
Like in one such instance, a chat bot named Whiteboard picked up a call from a recorded female voice with a warning about a Bank of America account. And the Whiteboard, the chatbot, said something back, and the telemarketer call got transferred to a real person who then tried to talk to the chatbot about credit card consolidation.
Whoa. That's the game, huh?
Yep. And the guy who invented this, he told the Wall Street Journal that it sounded like the caller was fishing for financial information they could use for identity theft, which is one of the scams that often happens, right? And the caller, who apparently didn't work for Bank of America, only got goofy responses that dragged out the conversation. So it's kind of like that tuber guy.
Yes.
Who fucks with the scammers.
Yep.
I love those videos.
Wastes all their time.
Yep. Deletes their file.
Yeah, dude. This guy's a savage, dude.
Yeah.
Looks into their webcams.
Yeah, dude. He takes a picture of their whole call center. He calls them by their first names.
Yeah.
They're like, and then they all go, hacker, 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 and then they all start shutting down.
They start scrambling.
Yeah.
And he'll even, he's found like where they are, and then by the next week they're gone.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
The whole building's gone. Like a 5-story building, gone.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so people are, I think this whole room is pretty much petty enough to pay for a service where these guys.
I would love to.
My phone calls that I get I don't remember the last time I got a legit phone call from a normal person.
Honestly?
Same.
I get fucking scam fucking shit all the time. It always says spam risk, spam risk.
And it's like I get every different variation of all the hustles.
You pick it up? I don't even pick them up.
No, just the voicemails that they leave. I just look at the voicemails and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
But even on text, you always got Chinese girls so thirsty.
Oh, dude.
They're so horny.
They always miss me.
There's a new one where it goes, hey, I don't know why I have your number in my phone book. Like, how do I know you? Like, that's a new one. Or one was like, you want to get breakfast? Question mark. And I was like, whoa.
I always write back as a Middle Eastern terrorist.
Yeah? What do you say?
Let me see. No, I don't know if they've saved it, but I always...
Ryan, what do you do?
I
What
always
do
get in
you do when
character.
someone texts you and they ask you to give you a picture?
Should give my credit card info.
That's smart.
You don't send a picture of me and say
Bring it
my
on.
hands.
Yeah, I usually send a picture of Nick, and I just say, "How's it going? This is me."
This is me sleeping.
And it kind of makes it obvious that there's no way that's a real fucking guy.
What do you mean?
So they just stop bothering.
Oh.
They're like, "Oh, this guy's messing
God,
around."
I love...
No
I
person
love
who looks like this
This is a meme.
has the time.
the way that these guys go from being like, hello, I am with Bank of America, and then I'm like, fuck you, scammer. He's like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
It's so funny.
And I'm like, you're not with Bank of America, dude. Bank of America employees don't fly off the handles. Start calling me gay.
Bloody fuck you, bloody.
So this is a text that I got from like a random number.
So the random number goes, how are you? Bart replies with, "Praise Allah, very good, brother. How are you?" And then later in the day, it took him fucking 6 hours to come up with a response to swipe through all the different responses and have. He goes, "How are you, my friend? Have you paid attention to today's encryption market? Muhammad, why you talk to me this way? Like we're strangers."
Like a weird stranger.
And the guy's like, "Fuck, I don't know what to say to this guy."
That's so good.
This motherfucker. Why you talk to me this way? Why you talk to me like this when we are best buddies? Muhammad, you came over.
There's just such a thin line for these guys, like between like their decorum on the line and then just complete vitriol, anger.
If you pick up a phone call and it's an actual person on there, you'll just start being like, "Fuck you, I hate you."
Yeah.
And they'll flip out every time. "Fuck you, motherfucker, bitch."
It makes me laugh really hard. I try to do it at least once a week. But yeah, I just like go at him immediately. I'm like, "You scamming pieces of shit," and then they're like, "Fuck you, you motherfucker! Fuck your mother!" and all this shit. I'm like,
It's always fuck your mother.
it's always fuck your mother. It's always that I'm gay and then they want to fuck my mom.
You are gay.
Yeah.
Do you ever say "fuck your mother" back to them?
I would never be that disrespectful.
I don't talk about moms.
Nah, I keep moms out of it.
Fuck your mother. Because it must strike a chord with them. Because if they're trying to go for blood right away and they use mothers on you, then that means like that's their soft spot.
That's
their line.
They go so fast into it. Like they're just saying he's just saying he's with the Microsoft store. Like 10 seconds prior.
Scamming piece of shit.
And then he's screaming his head off on the phone about what a fucking asshole piece of shit.
Dude, I want to do this, but I feel like if I were to pick up the phone call, I'd stumble over my words and I wouldn't
start
be able to
laughing
deliver
for
it.
sure.
Yeah, I don't think.
It is like a big misconception. A lot of people are like, "Oh, some of these guys are just like nice people that are forced into doing this work." It's like, no, to be honest, a lot of them are fucking pieces of shit where they're from too.
Yeah, of course.
And they're ripping off old people all day long.
Right.
They're fucking so many
That's
people over.
That's why they while out like that, because now they can fucking talk how they talk normally. You know what I mean? Like, probably kills them that they have to be polite.
Fuck your mother.
I'm telling you, little hot tip. Just go right into them. Lay right into them, and they leave you alone for a little bit.
And also too, like if you record it, you might be able to have a really cool YouTube channel.
That's true.
It is funny how people like out here think that like all of India fucking does that. It's like India hates this shit as much as we do.
Yeah.
They are also getting scammed.
Yeah. People are
You
coming.
don't think a local call's cheaper?
That's why they have to move the buildings, because they know that Indian authorities are going to come.
Yeah, they come in hard. They get pissed.
Yep.
Like that hacker that did that, he was watching the webcam when he swatted him or when he called the authorities, and then he was watching the raid go down.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're quick, man.
There's one guy, he even traced it back to the States, because he was like, how are they, so in the States they have you like send like wads of cash in a box to like a P.O. box. So he just waited at the P.O. box, and then some Indian dude came to pick it up, and they're not always Indian too. They could be like at an Airbnb just waiting. And then, so they employ
outsource.
Different steps.
Yeah.
And then some guy would just be there to pick up a package, and then he wouldn't open up the package. He's just waiting at the Airbnb to pretend like FedEx is here, okay. And then he gets it, and then he goes, and then he sends it to India.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what's really funny too is that like if you go to any American business where an Indian guy works, he definitely has an Indian name. But then these guys all have fucking American names. And they're
Dude,
in
that's
India.
the best too.
It's like, what's your name? John Smith.
Yeah, John Smith.
Hello, Steven. I am calling with the Microsoft store. I am Timmy. I'm like, you're not fucking Timmy.
Like,
bro.
why can't you just have an Indian name? It's normal to have an Indian name.
They think they're getting away with it.
Yeah. They're like, he's buying it.
Indian guys
My name is Jimmy.
have Indian names.
But like as if it's more trustworthy that he is named Timothy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you go, oh.
Wow, I owe Microsoft money. I need to pay them with gift cards.
Right.
the best,
Like he's
dude.
Timmy, and then we got a guy here who sounds whiter than us named Ritesh.
Yeah, dude.
It's like, sure.
He's the voice of Ken, for God's sakes. Named Ritesh.
Dude, my mom's neighbor, she got popped with the like a water bill one. where it's like you have to pay your water bill, but you have to go to like a Bitcoin station to pay for it. And bro,
this WP's like you gotta pay with Bitcoin.
yeah, no, for real.
Gas station.
They're like, we're gonna fucking cut off your water if you don't do this. And this lady's like talking to my mom like, can you take me? Can you take me? I have to go. And my mom's like, please don't do this. I don't think this is like legit. And then she takes her the whole time. And the neighbor tells my mom like, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. And she paid like $1,000 to this Bitcoin.
Jeez. My grandpa almost got scammed. Like the scam was about how I was in like jail or prison or something, and that I needed money for bail, and I reached out and I couldn't get a hold of him and needed to send money, and I mean he was smart enough to call my mom and be like, where is she?
The funny thing is, he didn't question you being in jail.
No, he
but
didn't.
It was like straight up.
That
like,
was more plausible than anything.
He was like, Kalyne's in jail, but like she doesn't need bail.
This is not the first time.
Yeah, she's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
She deserves this one.
Yeah, how much is bail? Oh, it's too much.
I had a buddy reach out to me on Facebook, and I hadn't talked to the guy in like a decade. And he's like, hey, Steve, I'm like trapped in fucking South Korea or whatever. And like my money's not working. My traveler's checks got stolen. Can you wire me like $200 or some shit? And then I was like, I don't think this is you. And then they killed him. Killed him. Sent me his head.
I don't know if they got my address, but there was his head in a box.
Yeah. I was like, what's in the box, man? What's in the box?